Hi everyone, I'm Nalini. Today we are going to focus on speaking skill. The skill that we're going to focus on is develop, organize and present ideas or an argument. Now let's take a look at it. The learning objective for the skill today is to understand how to make the transition from a specific purpose to a series of main points. Explain how to prepare meaningful main points. Understand how to choose the best organizational pattern or combination of patterns for a specific speech. And also understand how to use a variety of strategies to help audience members keep up with the speech content, interval previews, internal summaries, and signposts. Now, do you all know why speech organization is important? Let me tell you all here. Speech organization is important as it effectively taking the information one wishes to present and arranging it in a logical order. And also, speech need to be organized because it will be more enjoyable, easier to understand, and add credibility to both you and the speech itself. Well, do you know that when we are giving a speech, we should give an impressive speech? But do you know how can you make an impressive speech here? Before we give a speech, we need to have an outline. For the introduction, we need to open it with an impact. Focus on your thesis statement. Connect with your audience. What do I mean by connect with your audience? Here it means you must hook or you must grab the attention of the audience here and preview the main points. After that, you move on to the body here. You can have at least 3 main points. And all these main points must be supported with supporting details. And remember, when you are actually giving the main points and supporting details, you must use the transitional linkers to show the flow of the idea. And finally, for your conclusion, summarize your main points and close with impact again. Okay. Here I'm sharing one example of speech connectives. This is a transition combined with internal preview. So the transition here is now, okay, and then now that we have seen how serious America's garbage problem is, let's look at some solution. So the focus here is the seriousness of America's garbage problem, and they're going to look at some solution. Right. The internal preview here would be, I will focus on 3 solutions in particular: reducing our wasteful use of resources, instituting mandatory recycling programs, and developing alternative methods of disposing of our garbage. So this internal preview could be also be known as our thesis statement. And finally, you can have the sentence. Let's look at each in turn. When we look at introduction, normally in a speech, if the introduction it is very blunt, very boring, I'm sure the audience will not be happy to sit and listen to your speech. But remember, if you have your introduction with a speech hook means the impact is really there, where the audience want to listen. What are you going to say after that? So the reason why you need to have a speech hook is because it is part of your presentation that compels an audience to sit up and pay attention. And normally it comes at the beginning of your talk. You have to remember, audiences have a lot on their minds as they might in fact be attending a number of presentations that week. So you need to let them know right away that you are the speaker who's going to be interesting. Once you're done with your introduction, remember that's not the end of it, because you still have to have your main ideas and supporting ideas. You need to know that a main idea is the overall central point of the speech, which differs from the supporting ideas in many ways. Whereas supporting ideas paint the picture of what the speech will be about. So unlike main ideas, supporting ideas back up the central theme of the speech. So do not be confused with these main ideas and supporting ideas here. Okay, when you are moving from one main idea to another main idea, or maybe from main idea to supporting ideas, you need to have the signpost. What is a signpost here? A signpost, a very brief statement that indicates where you are in the speech or that focuses attention on key ideas, often just numbers. The example here is, the first cause of this problem is, or the second cause is, the final cause is. Or maybe you can just put it like this way, the most important thing to remember. Be sure to keep this in mind. This is crucial to understanding the rest of the speech. Or above all, you need to know how. Finally, once you have finished with your introduction, you have actually presented your main ideas, your supporting ideas, you have to remember you still have a conclusion. And for your conclusion, the signal to it is normally will be in conclusion, in sum, but try to give something more creative than in conclusion, in sum. Okay? After that, in your conclusion, reinforce the central idea of the thesis. Summarize your main points and with a quote and with a dramatic statement, circle back to your introduction. That would be better than just like in conclusion and summing up just like that. Okay, that's the end of it. So I hope that everyone understand how to develop, organize, present ideas or an argument effectively. Thank you and good luck.